Hi, today I'm reviewing the Claire's Midnight Blue Youth Activating Drop. And really quick, I just want to say, purchase all these products with my own money. I will never waste your time with sponsored ads or videos. So if you want to help support the channel, check out nobsbeauty.com or click on the Amazon link below. So this is a product from Claire's I've been using off and on for quite some time, and finally thought, gee, I haven't reviewed that one yet, so I should get to that one. So Claire's calls this a night serum that reduces fine lines and wrinkles using a dual peptide formula strengthened by EGF, which is epidermal growth factor. 10 ingredients fight and prevent aging to maintain youthful looking skin. So let's get to the review. My first criteria is packaging. And they've done it with the standard dropper bottle, although I will say with the black top on this, it makes it so much easier to find than the ones from the Ordinary, which all look identical. So this one, I can almost always pull right out of the batch, although I do have one tanning product that is similar packaging. But overall, they've done a good job packaging this, and I like the color on the bottle. Protects light from getting in, and it can kind of degrade some of the good ingredients in there. So they've done a good job with it. Dropper bottles still annoy me, but they're not going away anytime soon. So in terms of denatured alcohol, there's no denatured alcohol, no alcohol in this product at all. Fragrance, no fragrance either, so not an issue. 10 ingredients, which is simple and short, so good for most with sensitive skin or those that have allergies to certain ingredients. So the manufacturing location is Korea, so no issues with that. Ease of use, so I recommend using this in the evening and smoothing it over skin immediately after cleansing, before using toners, essences, anything like that. And my one complaint with it is that the liquid is so liquidy. It's almost like water, and it has a tendency just to kind of fall off my hand before I even have a chance to apply it to skin. And I feel like a lot of it goes to waste because of that. So, I mean, you're trying to apply it onto your skin, and it just feels like a lot of it goes between your fingers before you even have a chance to apply it. That's my number one complaint, and there's really nothing they can do about it with the ingredient list. So I get it. It's just a complaint. But I do feel like a lot of the product does end up going to waste because it ends up being rinsed off or ending up on the countertop. So I guess that's my main complaint with it. But like I said, not much I can do. And a lot of other people mention the same thing. So anyway, so it's probably easiest just to put in the palm of your hand, then pat it onto your skin like that to avoid waste. So anyway, so you want to apply this in the evening, and then after you apply it, kind of pat it onto skin for a minute or two to help it absorb, because the watery texture does take a little bit of effort to pat onto skin to get it to absorb. And then I would recommend waiting a minute or two before you apply your next product to make sure it's fully absorbed. So ease of use, it's a little bit finicky. Takes a little bit of finesse to kind of get it down right. I'd say probably my very first bottle of this, probably half of it ended up on the counter before. Maybe I'm just slow with applying things. I don't know. Anyway, so that's my main issue with it. Okay, on to antioxidants and beneficial ingredients. So the main highlighted ingredient in this product is EGF, which stands for epidermal growth factor. It is a protein with 53 amino acid residues and 3 intramolecular disulfide bonds. EGF binds to the epidermal growth factor receptor on skin. It was originally described as a secreted peptide found in submaxillary glands of mice and in human urine. But this person that found this and made this known, he got a big award for it. Not the Nobel Peace Prize. I always think that. What's the other one? Big award. What is it?
No clue.
Okay. Not a Nobel Peace Prize. He got some big deal. He got a big prize for doing it. A big award for finding it and doing it. So anyway, so it's a big deal. And it's starting to show up in more and more products. However, my biggest concern with it is that it's so new that there really aren't any studies done on people that have used it every day for years or decades. There's really no studies that it's safe or shown to be safe. There's nothing showing that it's not, but they just don't have a historical research of it. So I guess that's my biggest concern, is the fact that there's not somebody that's been using it every day for 20 years to make sure that it's safe and they didn't get skin cancer or they didn't something crazy happened to them. So I guess my biggest thing I would warn you is if you have any family history of skin cancer, you have any personal history of skin cancer, you have any skin tags, moles, growths, anything like that, I just wouldn't recommend using it flat out. I would say no, don't even mess with it because it's just too risky. You don't want to be someone else's guinea pig 20 years later. I guess that's my biggest thing. So, anyway, so the epidermal growth factor, this is interesting, it can be found in urine, saliva, milk, tears, and plasma. So, kind of interesting. Okay, so anyway, other than that, so it's got those growth factors in there, which can instantly give great results. We don't know how safe they are 20 years down the line or 30 years or 10 years, but this also contains blueberry extract, lecithin, castor oil, guazoline, which gives it the blue color, and then adenosine. So it's got some good other ingredients in there. Short ingredient list, main star is the epidermal growth factor. So there we go. Okay, in terms of animal testing, Klairs is cruelty-free, does not test on animals. Klairs products are sold in China. However, there is an online marketing program in China, so you can sell your products and bypass the mandatory animal testing if you sell via this online marketplace. So there's a lot of brands that do that. Klairs isn't just one. I know there's a lot of big brands that you'd recognize that do that. And because they're sold that way, they aren't required to test on animals. So if you're going to sell in China, that's the good way to do it. I mean, you don't have to sell in China and have it test on animals if you go through, but I know other companies think maybe because if it's only on this online marketplace, we're still going to lose $20 million, so let's just test on animals and sell it there. So obviously, they're cruelty-free shoppers in the U.S. That money isn't as important as the stuff coming from China. So, okay, in terms of performance, it feels lightly hydrating. Great for oily skin, doesn't leave skin looking, feeling greasy. It soaks in, leaves skin looking and feeling pretty nice. Layer moisturizer over it, serums, things like that to add some good hydration. I'd say using this gave my skin a slight increase in firmness and a little bit of a reduction in fine lines and wrinkles. So it performs quite nicely. In terms of the price, this is the full size, which is 1 ounce. And it retails for $30, which is a little pricey given the fact that I have to say probably a quarter, maybe a fifth of every bottle ends up on the countertop. But still not ridiculously expensive compared to some other companies that are selling epidermal growth factor for some ridiculous prices. Which I'll talk about in the it factor. Okay, so like that the Klairs hasn't solely relied on epidermal growth factors. They've included some other good beneficial ingredients and antioxidants. It's an affordable option compared to some other products with epidermal growth factors such as BioEffect, which sells like a bottle of their stuff for 1 ounce is like $200 or $300, and it features the same thing. So I don't know. Somebody really did not like my review of the BioEffect, saying I'm negatively commenting on a small business, but I don't know. When they're charging $200 for something that Klairs can charge $30 for, something just doesn't add up there. Okay. Otherwise, I like that it's fragrance-free, alcohol-free, short ingredient list, which is great for sensitive skin, well-packaged, and cruelty-free. So overall, I gave the Klairs an 8 out of 10 on the Sarah score scale. So if you're looking to try out growth factors, this might be a nice way to do it and do it rather affordably. But like I said, if you have any concerns about being a guinea pig and who knows, 20 years down the road, I could end up looking like an alien. They don't know. Anyway, so you know what? There was this thing I saw like a long time ago. It was, what was it? These guys are like eating something and it turned them purple like permanently. What the heck was that? But they didn't know. It was something. What was it? I saw them on TV. I think they were like on Oprah once, but they were all using this product and ingredient, and then like 5 years later they all turned purple. I mean, they were like purple. So I don't know. You just never know about things until it's tested years down the road. So I don't want to look purple, but purple's better than green, I guess. So if I had to turn a color, purple's not a bad one. Anyway, I've totally digressed on this video. So anyway, so I'm interested if you guys have a chance to check this out, or if you have any idea of the purple people I'm talking about, leave a comment. So
Vikings fans.
Yeah, if you're a Vikings fans, purple people eaters. I'm a Packers fan, so anyway. Broncos and Packers. Sorry. Okay, anyway, leave a comment. I love hearing from you guys. Check out nobsbeauty.com, and I will see you tomorrow.